What is up, guys? My name is STIX, and if you don't already, follow me over on Twitter at ByteStix to stay updated with the latest MMO related news. So I'm a huge fan of anime MMOs. I've been watching anime and playing anime-inspired games for years. My first MMORPG was an anime-inspired MMO, and that may have ultimately set me on the path to loving that, little niche of the MMO genre. Back in the early to late 2000s, the genre was not only peaking in terms of interest, but anime MMOs were in their prime. I played games like Fiesta Online, MapleStory, Pirate King Online, Flyfe, Elsword, Mabinogi. Holy shit, those were some of the best times I had ever had in my online gaming experience. Well, other than all the cute girls you meet in those MMOs that just throw themselves at you for a little in-game sugar daddying, huh? My god, girls sure did love me in-game. They never had working webcams or microphones, but they sure knew how I loved my ego stroked, amongst other things. Hey, I was talking about my horse. My horse, who I often refer to as the stallion, loved being stroked, alright? Don't get all weird. Looking back at them without the nostalgia goggles, I can definitely see that by today's standards, or at least by today's gamer standards, they're nothing great, especially in comparison to this generation's games, but nevertheless, I enjoyed every single one of them. I enjoyed the little chibi graphical style they always had. I enjoyed the large animated worlds that they were always filled with. I enjoyed having to spend countless hours grinding because they were, after all, Asian MMORPGs, and for some insane reason that completely escapes my ability to comprehend, Asians have a weird obsession with prioritizing grinding over any other form of substance in their games, causing players to grind and 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 grind without end until they ultimately die, either physically or of boredom. I'd say the likelihood is probably 50-50 really at this point. So, lately I have been looking to once again satiate that need to be worshipped, filled with awe and wonder. I wanna be shown a world, you know, shining, shimmering, splendid. When was the last time I really just let my heart decide what anime MMORPG to play? Well, that is the struggle. Most of the anime MMORPGs of yesteryear are either shut down, dried up in terms of content and active players, or, well, that's it. They're either dead or dead in some form of fashion. Then, you know, games like Closers and Soul Worker came out. Ultimately, I was disappointed by both of those games because, frankly, the official releases of them were just less than stellar. Granted, and Mass Entertainment does a pretty good job operating Closers, but it's just so far behind, and Gameforge, man, don't even get me started on Gameforge. They came out and single-handedly ruined any chances of Soul Worker being a game worthy of devoting time and effort to. This coming from a fan of Soul Worker Online. Although admittedly, their private server alternatives are quite a step forward in terms of content and maintenance, but even saying that, nothing has really managed to capture that feeling I had as a kid playing through an anime MMO. I mean, there are games like Period Chronicles and Kurtzpell on the horizon, and while they both look good, Kurtzpell is definitely not something I'm going to be able to run around in and explore and find people to play with. And Period Chronicles, well, if it ever comes out, then maybe we'll actually be able to find out. So in an attempt to find an anime MMORPG, I did what everyone does these days. I took to Twitter to complain. Then I went ahead and Googled Anime MMORPG, and I'm not one to gloat here, but that's just beautiful. Although not helpful at all, damn it! But still beautiful. Anyway, that didn't help me much at all. So I opted to then instead head on over to Google Images with the hopes that I might find something that catches my eye, you know, and then I realized that that is ours, and that is ours, and that is ours, and that, and that, that, and that, and that. Yeah, not helpful. The struggle to find an anime MMORPG is just, it is too real for me. It is just overwhelming for me. Maybe one day. Until then, guess who got into the beta for Battle for Azeroth? This guy right here. Yeah, he did. So you can expect to see gameplay for Battle for Azeroth soon, and our Elsword livestream on tomorrow, June 27th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you're there. Wiggy, my wife, Avery, and I will all be a part of it. It's gonna be like a tri-stream, a threesome, if you would. No, that just came out wrong. That sounds weird. No. Oh, God, that's stuck in my head. Oh, God, why did I have to say that? Oh, my God, no.